hostile intentions. Fortificator at ready status. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I seriously question the structural integrity of that bridge. Proceeding to attack.
Now, fortification in progress. Charge for mayhem! This might sit all on the wrist. Either restore my life or avenge my death.
You suffered extensive damage, Commander.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Mobilizing.
For mayhem! All on the wrist. This might sting.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Fortificator at ready status. I have a fix. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Standing by to stupefy. Combatant scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I'm alive. Lift weapon prime. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Torpification. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I'm alive. Needs to die. Yeah.
Sending me into desolation would mend what he saw as wounds in my mind. The first few weeks were horrible. Grief dogging my every step. Nightmares of my murdered colleagues. But then, the nightmares began to ease, and the grief ebbed away. What replaced them is emptiness. The Order speaks of humanity becoming something more, but their words are insufficient speculation. There is nothing more to be. Only dust and death, and the rifts await us. Those rifts, I find the absolute annihilation they offer oddly soothing. Perhaps I will make one last pilgrimage. One last journey on the path from nothing to nowhere.
Hello, layperson. Hello, layperson.
Welcome to Auntie's Choice. We look forward to your... Have a profitable day.
Welcome, big spender.
Keep making us money, friend.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
This time, I feel like a sprat of unusual size in a cage meant for miniature breeds.
It's long past time we go on the offensive. I've been authorized to offer a substantial bonus to the first squad that pushes through.
Sorry, ain't interested. Everything we've tried has been rebuffed. There's no good in a bonus you don't live long enough to spend.
You seem like a go-getter. Working
Let's
hard
consume
or
lunch
hardly working.
sometime.
That's rhetorical.
Auntie's Choice welcomes you to Forward Operating Base 136, Future Consumer. You should take care in this hostile climb. Risks include inclement weather, hostile animals, risk of collateral damage, leaking uranium, artillery, shrapnel, frostbite, cave-ins, hypothermia, cultists, landmines, long falls, gangrene, damaged electrical equipment, and insect bites. Don't worry your puzzler, or apply for hazard pay. It's stable. You're seeing the carcass of one of Auntie's large tonnage cargo ships. It was hauling ammo for us. Unfortunately, not anymore. Keep your lamps open if you plan on traversing the terrain east of here. The scrappers have infested the debris field. You never know. That's enough for rote greetings. You're not a feckless civilian, or you would have died halfway here, so I'll speak plainly. Cloisters asthai. I want off-planet yesterday, with my extremities intact, and that necessitates aid. You do my work for me, I can pay. Some Protectorate jackanapes are holed up on some main routes near here, thereby separating us from the rest of our force. Remove them by any means. Preferably by killing them and scattering their remains to the winds, but so long as they're gone, I don't much care. The sooner you get rid of them, the sooner I can take credit. Clear the Protectorate out from under the bridges and you'll get your pay. Get to fighting or get to dying.
I'm open to ideas. What would you expect that they've done with the archive? I cannot believe how bloody cold this place is. I can literally see my words freeze before my face as I say them.
Oh, stop complaining. At least this ship's hull breaks the wind. Imagine how
That
bad
much
it would
more
have been out
fortified
here
than when we were running the place. Can it?
Trust me, it is. For the last time, I don't know any more than you do. The shipment must have gotten...
What do you mean, lost? A cargo container full of purple berry crunch doesn't just disappear.
Given that I see neither purple, nor berry, nor crunch, I'm inclined to say that you're wrong.
are getting closer and sniffing around at night. They give me the creeps.
I would rather have them
Welcome, distinguished consumer, to the front lines of Auntie's Choice. We hope you enjoy your time and your protection.
Thank you for your customer service, contractor. Nice of you to shoulder a bit of the workload.
On their weakness.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
To attack. All adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scanned. None. Pulpification in progress. Pop in that claw. My claw's always crabby. Hey, give me go get it. Do try to limit further damage, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Medic, please.
Back in business.
I'll handle this. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Standing by. Taking them. Locking them down. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Raring to go. On what? No law damn target. Not seeing it.
Combatant scan. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
This must be the place Ortiz mentioned. Hard to fathom a lab in those caves. Hold up a moment. Are you hearing this? It's some manner of distress signal. Encrypted. One of Auntie's, I'm certain, but this one ain't entirely familiar to me. Can't unless you have an Auntie's Choice patented codebreaker on your person. Reckon we'll need to find the signal's source. If it's not to do with the lab, I'll be damned. We should press on.
Ratcheting up, taking the fight out of them. Tubification in progress.
Brass tingling. All charged up.
Target analyzed. Lay down from.
Resorting to violence.
Miss, this thing's got a mean streak. Mix me up. I do. Back in business. Ratcheting up my aggression. Mortificator is... What in the void? Oh, I think I've seen enough death to fill 3 lifetimes. And it don't get any easier. What happened here? He spent his last moments crawling over to this terminal from the wreck. Sorry, friend. Wait. He's got a code breaker on him. Let's see. I'll be damned. That powered up the elevator. Signal's stronger than ever now. These poor bastards must have been responding to it same as us. This must be the lab.
At least Auntie's Choice had the good sense to leave the back door operational. Can't say I'm yearning to see what they've done with the place, though.
I just want answers. Let's go.
I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands, claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea an entire squad died trying to fly in here and save his sorry ass.
That's assuming he'd care.
Ain't getting through that unscathed. Seriously, don't send me in there.
Go for torpification. Hope he got a refund on his Raptidon repellent.
To show that I have reported many times that these pressure valves have fallen into disrepair. Only to be ignored each of those times. And now I'm out here in the voided cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse and... What was that?
Eyes low. I spy a crawl space.
Blast that doctor for locking the catcher in the gun safe. This is when I need it. Maybe I... No,
What are they doing in this place? Ain't no purpose for this. This clear disregard for life.
This is where we all nod and say it's humanity that are the real monsters.
What's... Hola, Ortiz? No. No, it ain't him. I thought... Commander, help me make sense of this.
Uh-huh. Now I extra want to kill this scientist.
I had a notion of what I might encounter here. Test tubes, records, some graphs kept on ice, but not this. Law. My heart just about stopped when I saw him. I thought Ortiz had come back, gotten himself in trouble, but... No. This man, whoever he is, he's been dead for a time. Simple. Ortiz is missing the fingertips of his right hand. Ship hatch accident. We gave him grief about it for weeks. But this man's hands are all right. For all the good it did him. Void, damn it. This poor man. The test subjects. Ortiz. All of them are dead. All of them left in ruin by the butchers running this place. All of them could have been me. That's not always true. Auntie's Choice isn't like what you see here. They cared for us on Tau Ceti. We were little more than chattel before they liberated us. Lifted us out of the muck. I'd call it breakage. That's what it was. I knew what would happen should anything go wrong. It made me a liability. It endangered my unit. I can't blame anyone else when I knowingly accepted the risks. But they gave me hope when I had nothing. If that was a lie, then where does that leave me? Suppose I've always known something to be true, though. If nobody's privy to what the powerful do behind closed doors, then they can do anything. It's folk like us who pay the price. All that matters now is finding that doctor. He's got a reckoning coming. My aim's steady, if that's your concern. I'm sorry. I'll be fine once we breathe fresh air again. Just need this to be over.
Over here! These beasts have me pinned down! Handle them straight away, please! I cannot let my genius be wasted here!
Boy, damn coward! We'll see how you beg when we're face to face! Oh, look left. That ursapod's mighty riled.
Only a gormless dunderhead would get between a mama ursapod and, well, anything really. Poor things. Been there.
Another maintenance hatch above us, if we're apt to sneak about.
Those things unnerve me. I respect a creature that unapologetically knows what it wants, even as my stomach churns.
Ain't never seen a cysty pig move so fast in all my life. Vaguely terrifying. Getting past those ursapods won't be easy. They turn mean real fast.
Commander. They're benumbed.
Craft is ready.
Gravelclaw's angry. Mess with me. Would not refuse medical support.
You're looking pretty...
Fine. It can have Niles' room. Torpificator at ready status.
Raring to go. Is this the cub that Terminal mentioned? Still breathing, but only just. Void. That must be his mama on the other side of the glass. We were too late for the soldier back there, but not too late for this cub. We should help.
a slyer approach is warranted. Investigating hostile intentions. Do try to limit further damage, Commander. Perhaps a slyer approach is warranted.
Scrap, back in business.
Mitigating the threat. They're benumbed. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Travel Claw's angry. Cop in my claw.
Oh, I'm saved. Release me at once, please. I'm so worried that nobody intercepted my distress signal.
Oh, we got his signal all right. Let's get the bastard.
I'd offer to bet on how this turns out, but I'm afraid the act might throw off my equations.
Ain't keen to chat, Commander. I gotta find that doctor.
I thought there wasn't a person alive who could best the matriarch Ursapod. Yet, here you are. What a show!
You the doctor in charge here?
Indeed I am, soldier. And my, what a picture you are! What exquisite graft work. Might I trouble you for an examination?
So you're the one who butchered my friend, Ortiz. The one who tortured those creatures out there. Who killed that soldier.
What's going on? I don't know any Ortiz, I swear it. I'm just a doctor. Please, don't shoot. Records? I don't know of any such... Oh, bother. Fine, yes, I did complete a procedure on one Trooper Ortiz, along with 2 others. He eagerly offered himself up for this project's first human trials. Rather hasty in hindsight. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the grafting program was officially shuttered 6 months ago. That was not a lie. But I thought it a shame, and it seems I wasn't alone in that. I was recruited for this unofficial venture soon after. Don't understand the need for secrecy myself, but our sponsor demanded it. I dared not ask too many questions. He's some manner of executive. I don't know his name or official title, I swear. My orders came down the long, long chain of command. I'm only doing what I was told.
Enough with the excuses. You absolute wretch. Any scientist with any shred of decency would have refused your position. Your precious data is nothing compared to those you killed.
I sympathize with your friend, soldier. Truly, I do. But if I mourned every failure within these walls, I might never operate again. You must understand that the work we do here is greater than any one life. We can change the galaxy for the better. If you require convincing that my experiments have led to many breakthroughs, witness me. My own lungs would have failed without my prototyping of a device to keep me alive.
That device any good at stopping a bullet?
Enough with the threats of violence. Listen here, if you choose to brutalize me, all of my research and knowledge will be gone. Forever. The suffering you've seen here will be nothing in comparison to the suffering I could prevent. Do you truly want to be the one to stand in the way of progress? It's been a long time coming, but I believe I've laid the groundwork for treating injury and illness far better than modern medicine can manage. We are on the precipice of regrowing limbs that have been lost in accidents, reversing brain trauma, nerve damage, mayhaps aging one day. It would be a boon to humanity and a boon to Auntie's bottom line.
Don't even start, Commander. I ain't keen on anything this man sells.
Let's not be hasty. I see your graft is a result of revision surgery. Your first go was botched, and you were considered a failure of the program, yes? I know what happened to those failures. Demoted, disgraced. It was horrible business. And yet, you still wear our colors. You want to reclaim your station, don't you?
You don't know anything about what I want. I'm not sure I should. If I accept such a bribe, what does that make me? Whether I want to regain my position or not doesn't matter. I don't want your help. I will not benefit from the pain of others.
You think there were no victims of the first program? That your existence isn't built off the bones of those who came before? You're no more righteous than I. You simply looked away. Now, if you stay your hand, I will grant you 2 state-of-the-art grafting parts. They cannot fail. Install one of them, and you'll see my earnest intent. You were never the broken thing they made you, soldier. If you wish it, you may still become a most extraordinary specimen.
No. Stop talking. Stay there. Don't make any stupid moves, understand? The adults need to have a talk over here. Commander, I don't know what to do. I came here intending to make him pay for what he's done. And I can't shake the reasons I've seen to burn this place to the ground. But what if he's right? What if something in his work is worth saving? What if this is my chance to make something of my life? to be accepted again. I think you have the right of it. You felt that rage with me, Commander, back there in the lab with the soldier. Even now, we can see what could have been. I trust you more than anyone, I think. The fact you're of the same mind only bolsters my inclination. Now, I ain't condoning what happened here. I won't disrespect Ortiz or the other victims as such. But if we continue this research, know that it cannot, must not be like this. We can trust Doc Tinsley to set things right. One can only know goodness if they're led by example. But if this doctor doesn't take direction, we'd only be repeating the cycle. We would be complicit. Yes, I know. Too much is riding on conditions, but that doesn't mean I can't try. For every person helped, it could make this all worth it. It's your lucky day. You'll live. Pack up your things and head straight to Fairfield to Doc Tinsley. You want to continue your work, you'll follow her lead.
Thank you, soldier. Thank you. I won't forget this, I swear. I'll unlock the cases for you now, as promised. Take the graphs you like and let me know how they work out, won't you?
Make no mistake, I ain't doing this for my own gain. If you say you can help other folk, you best deliver on that promise. Let's get out of here before I change my mind.
There. The grafts are yours.
Real rotten piece of work, you know that?
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment. I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom. Middling bottom, sure, but not rock bottom.
This launcher ain't going to fix itself. Is that right?
Inez, have you come back for a tune-up? I've got just the injection for that. Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
No, yeah, a tune-up sounds good. I actually brought a few other grafting parts with me, if you reckon my arm can handle a stitch or two.
Oh, these are pristine indeed. Is this of an ursopod? My, I haven't seen one of those in many years. Oh, and a mantis swarm hive. The hunting must be good wherever you ran off to.
Yeah, you could say that. Since Doc's given her blessing, which do you reckon I go with? The ursopod's mucus gland could absorb some incoming damage, if you don't mind getting a little sticky. The mantis swarm hive, however, would be best for crowd control. Say the word, and I'll sick these little guys on any enemy in our vicinity. I'm intrigued by either option, really. Hive it is. Just refrain from any buzzing jokes.
Oh, the mantis swarm is a wonderful choice. Hold still, dear. There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future. But I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit. By the by, where did you find these parts? What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
There's a grafting lab way out on Cloister that was still operational. Till recently. I found it, Doc. And... Law. I ain't seen any horrors like that.
Still operating? Inez, do you feel all right? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
I know what I saw. They were brutalizing folk and creatures. Paying them no mind, giving them no honor, even if they succumb to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... Oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive. We spoke briefly, and I allowed him to live. On the condition that he redeems himself and uses his research for good.
But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all this.
Oh, Inez, I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a... Wait. Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity. I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery. His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations. The very man who was in charge of the grafting program at its inception. He's... Oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
I just mean to have a little chat. I will be asking Willard to reform the grafting program. You heard from Dr. Rasmussen, right? I spared him and his research for this purpose. If there's good to be had from the program, then Willard needs to invest in that good. And you're my first choice to lead the new program.
You honor me. I did receive a message from a Rasmussen, yes. He is on his way with research to hand over to me. But... I will help you. Vice President Conan's office is aboard the Undisputed Claim, the flagship of Auntie's Choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been, but it's my understanding that you will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez, what you are doing is noble, and I wish you the greatest of successes.
Thank you, Doc. Now, you get those grafting tools ready, because I ain't intending to fail.
We all saw that comm station blast off, but I just happened to know that it exploded up there in orbit. Share this tidbit if we can make a deal. Wait, did I just tell you the tidbit? Oh, boy, damn it! I am off my game lately. All eyes were on that Protectorate station when it launched off-world. It would have made the perfect product billboard. What a waste. Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crummy hot saloon.
Hell. I've stood this post so many times, I could do it in my sleep.
Commander, I've been thinking. Can I bend your... We got the intel we need, Commander. The undisputed claims our destination. If we find this Willard and convince him to use this grafting research for folks' betterment, well then, all this hurt we've seen will have counted for something. Been doing some thinking about what happened in the lab. I went there to kill that man for what he did to Ortiz, and instead, let him walk away. Choice. Seems you're right not to. But I still think we got a real shot here of making things better. Auntie's choice can't be trusted on their own with this research, that's clear. But if someone like me were to guide them, maybe they can be shaped into what I thought they were. If they could actually help folk like they claimed they would when they liberated Tau Ceti, it'd make life better for anyone. Elsewise, there'll only be more victims in their wake. Ain't just saying that, are you? Ortiz sent me a message because he knew I would take action, that I'd remedy the betrayal both of us faced. If he were here now, he'd understand, I think. Are you with me? Thanks, Commander. Maybe this is what folk mean by the architects setting things in motion. If I hadn't broken my contract, I wouldn't be here. Maybe proving myself was never the intention. Maybe this is what I was meant to do. Let's just see what Willard's got to say, all right?
You want freedom of choice. You want choice.
Trinicular. Arriving any moment now.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume with Auntie's Choice.
Nice of you to shoulder a bit of the workload.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Now, do you want the job or not? We're burning starlight.
Seriously? You're playing the long con here and now?
Wonderful! Remind me of your qualifications. I send queries out to every scientist and science-adjacent employee in our Rolodex. I can't be expected to remember everyone. It would seem so. That's a first edition graft, yes? Alongside a newer model. I can't say I recognize it.
Well, you should. It's one of yours. Or was, rather. But I ain't exactly here for the job. Look, we found your lab on Cloister. A friend of mine who succumbed to his graft sent me there to put an end to your work. It was, well, it was damn troubling. But after speaking with your doc, I came to see that the program's got much potential. If we shift focus, reform our work, grafts could better the lives for all folk. Rasmussen's now with Doc Tinsley in Fairfield, and they're ready to restart this work if we can get your agreement. No more killing, much more progress. What do you say?
I see someone failed out of the anti-Cleo School of Persuasion. Why would I ever pursue something so dull as reform? How does it serve me?
Troopers are getting maimed in battle, and many civvies are getting sick from lack of food, clean water. Folk feel helpless. Grafts could treat all that. Some creatures can regrow limbs and safely consume tainted goods. If we give folk those same abilities, they won't have anything to fear. They can heal from all the wars done to them.
Ah, I see now. With grafts, our employees can get back to work faster, and for longer hours. You might have led with that, it's brilliant. But there is one small fly in the soup. Who exactly are you to dictate to me what we should be doing? I did not even know your name before you stepped through this door.
When I joined up in Tau Ceti, I was promised that if I proved myself, demonstrated exceptionalism, the moment would come where I could make a pitch for my own future. I ensured the safety of the delegates at the peace talks. I helped hunt down the fiend who destroyed our base on Golden Ridge. So yeah, I'd say the moment I'm owed has arrived.
Fine. Perhaps there is an opportunity here to expand our user base. But we can only pursue such a thing if we secure the funding. I could approach my business partner to this end, but I will require proof that this little reformation of yours is a viable investment. As such, you need to prove that a grafted trooper can achieve what the average one cannot.
You say that as though you have something in mind.
I do. The commander of our fortified position on Praetor has been chomping at the bit for a show of force, to rally the troops in our market share, so to speak. He will have all the minute details, of course, but assisting him and demonstrating your prowess will give us the leverage we need. Is this one having a laugh? Of course it'll be dangerous. Were it not, we would have dragged some poor bottom-runger bastard in to get the job done by now. Law knows there's enough to choose from. This here is a golden cysty pig of an opportunity. One that will reap rewards far beyond the buying price, consistently, every time we are hungry for a victory. Ha! I knew you were a sly one. You'll receive payment, all right, after you return. And I'm certain it'll be no issue. What with our grafted star tearing through the battlefield, leaving blood and terror in her wake.
Grafted soldiers aren't animals. I should think an executive of your stature would have an understanding of such.
Of course I do. But you cut quite the imposing figure. We'd be fools not to play it up so folk acquire full understanding of your advantages. Much like a sprat cowering rightfully in the jaws of a raptidon does.
They only have that understanding if they also have sense. Most sprats don't. They wander happily to their deaths in search of the smallest, richest morsels.
I could tell you possessed a modicum of business sense. Head to Praetor. I'll send a reporter with camera drones to meet you there and debrief with our ground forces.
Hold on. You didn't say anything about this being filmed.
Heroism is nothing without exciting footage and a talking head to sell it to the masses. So do make sure you put on a good show. Off you go, then.
Stressful. And if you haven't heard your name yet, breathe easy. That's it for this demotions report. Until next time, everybody do your jobs and there won't be...
I hope you're enjoying your time on the Undisputed Claim, bro.
Don't wait for a line to form in front of you. Availability is severely...
Don't let us keep you.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
I might appear above the occasional frivolity, but no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rift cut across baseball news from home, but our Arcadia-grown league is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protector, its watered-down ripoff.
Tramicular. Arriving any moment now.
In the Tuesday.
Actually, it was due to spacers.
Proud boys, it's an honor and a gift, one I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. Finally, I fulfill my purpose in life, a glorious death. Blown up by a mine. A fine way to go among many ways to die. Electroshocked, plasma smelted, ziranium gassed, goo pelted, minced, cubed, irradiated, blunt force trauma, decapitated. List of life-giving opportunities goes on and on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy raptidon. And my heart, it beats till it slows. But I know every breath and every smile, every step in every mile, contributed to something beautiful. The paradigm as a whole. It's an honor and a gift, one I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause.
Wholesome programming played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the law. Stand by for further reassuring content.
Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others.
Wishes are worth less than nothing to someone who wants for naught. Let the caretakers and lead you daily. It is better for the beggars and those who are not. Ideas are dangerous and can break you and take you away from the role that you play. Everything is grand and paradigm glad. It's safe inside the mold, so just do as you're told. caretaker's hand lead you daily. It is better for the batters, or else it's a waste. Everything is grand and paradigm flat. It's safe inside the mold, so just do as you're told. Watching and guiding, system abiding, do not go sliding away. We're never hiding, they stay providing, do as you're told and obey. Working and fighting, faithfully striding, do not go gliding away. Thoughts are dividing, so they stay deciding, just do as you're told and obey.
And now, the latest word on Superior Protectorate products.
The paradigm is the quintessential means to maintain our perfect society on Eden. Each of us must do all we can to ensure it operates flawlessly. Staying healthy is one of our greatest commitments. So try Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits, the pinnacle of Protectorate food science, brimming with advanced nutrients and high moral fiber. A delectable delight, as flavorsome as it is conscientious. How would your neighbor feel if they knew you weren't eating a balanced diet? Why, just ask everyone's neighbor, Prudence.
Prudence dictates you eat them.
Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits. Now due to continued research in an even wider array of unique and delicious flavors, like Patience Fruit, Somber Duty Melon Surprise, Arcadian Delight, Resolute Orange, and Loquat from Heaven.
Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. Another song in an expertly curated playlist, picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's Chosen.
Come one and all Arcadians, our glory's on the horizon. Single-minded, thoughts true, we chosen few will rise up together
Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
When the outside tries its best to disrupt us, and the sentinels will always heed the call. It's a blessing for us here, but a curse for those so near. Sending the sentinels for us all. When faithless subjects try to corrupt us, our guardians will always make them fall. The heroes of the hour, they're full of strength and power. Sending the sentinels for us all. Send them in, they will always win. Sending the sentinels for us all. La 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 la. When the outside tries its best to invade us, our champions will cleanse the streets. Our paradigm preserved when they fight and die and serve. Send in the sentinels for us all. Whether inside or out, there is never a doubt. Send in the sentinels for us all. Send in the sentinels for us all. La 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 la.
Now let's admire these commendable comestibles.
Fulfilling your protectorate duty shouldn't get in the way of 3 nourishful meals a day. Seek instant sustenance with Prestige Borstloaf. Only the purest natural ingredients, congealed into an appealing loaf shape. So it's ready to eat, with or without heat. Prestige Borstloaf. It's contentment in a can.
Intriguing items engagingly described. What's up next? Here's a song for you to enjoy while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society. broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Well then, moving on.
Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign. Next, a small sampling of Protectorate abundance. Our non-Protectorate neighbors dine on dreck for breakfast. Nitrites, fillers, the rectangular fried batter known as waffles. That way lies chaos. Start your day dutifully with Tribute pancakes, the sensible, circular, subdued breakfast food. Tribute pancakes, just like the matriarch used to eat. Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals, But let's not gloat. Another song in an expertly curated playlist picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's Chosen.
We are taught from when we are small, the Sovereign's plan is meant for us all. But when your limb gets caught in a gear, don't collapse into pity or into fear. Workplace dangers can cause real alarm, but there is a place for you with one arm. One arm! Two hands are better than one, but one is better than none. Two hands are better than one, but one is better than none. Two hands are better than one, but one is better than none. Two hands are better than one, but one hand is better than none. Whether we're subjects of vigilance elite who need a new foot, elbow, hip, or knee, we are graced to serve the Protectorate till the day we no longer breathe. Workplace dangers can cause real alarm, but there is a place for you with one arm. With one arm! Two hands are better than one, but one is better than none. Two hands are better than one, but one is better than none. Two hands are better than one, but one is better than none. Two hands are better than one, but one hand is better than none. Give me your hand. You're still a cog in the Sovereign's plan. Give me your hand. We serve the Protectorate however we can. Give me your hand. You're still a cog in the Sovereign's plan. Give me your hand. We serve the Protectorate however we can. Give me your hand. You're still a cog in the Sovereign's plan. Give me your hand. We serve the Protectorate however we
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
The Sovereign is personally invested in every member of the Protectorate being happy and healthy.
So, part under the paradigm's perfect plan for society and ensure a glorious bounty for all.
You wouldn't want to let him down, would you? Such as by ingesting any forbidden Auntie's Choice brand food items?
You might not know it, but prohibited products like Purple Berry Crunch are a gateway to the collapse of society.
Sugar is the definition of selfishness and decadence.
Preservatives are synonymous with avarice and evil.
So ignore the sinful siren's call of Auntie's Choice product advertising. Eat only from the bounty of Arcadia. Stay fit, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign.
It's not only common sense, it's your sworn duty.
Now on to other matters. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society. As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one.
Always do your very best, working through your progressions. People depend on you. It's a joy to help provide. Moving towards in perfect time, the clockwork of the paradigm, lubricated with a drive, full of spirit, clear of mind. Peak, 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 efficacy. Keep a sense of urgency. Responsibility. Kitchens clean, clothing mended, showing devotion as intended. Waken, take in a brand new day. Automex hoisting cares away. Trash is empty, hearts are full. Praise the sovereign, may he long rule. Workplace tidied saves us time to display our devotion clear of mind. Moving hearts in perfect time, the clockwork of the paradigm, lubricated with a drive, full of spirit, clear of mind. Moving parts in perfect time, the clockwork of the paradigm, lubricated with a drive, full of spirit, clear of
And now, the latest word on superior protectorate products. Crabbles are large crustacean-like creatures that travel in herds and are native to Arcadia. Though usually docile, their massive size, enormous claws, and thick shells make them incredibly dangerous.
A difficult animal to approach, let alone try to eat.
At least in the past. For now, by the grace of the Sovereign, we bestow upon you Perilous Indulgence Crabble Cakes.
Our fearless team of culinary commandos employ dragoon automechanicals to overcome the creatures, crack their dense carapace, then scoop out the soft, delicate goodness inside, so you don't have to.
It's higher in protein and lower in calories than beef, so a responsible way to stay healthy for the protectorate. And now one no longer has to fret about being trampled or clawed in twain to get it.
Perilous Indulgence Crabble Cakes. Doing your duty for society has never been so delicious.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Next up, music to invigorate your mind so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace with a true adherence zeal.
I just had a thought. I'm really not supposed to. Sadly, though it seems my thoughts fly too free. My mind feels too open. I'm acting without reason. You know exactly what we should do. You're a good citizen. Join the queue. Pack your bags. You know what we should do. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be thought and worry free as one big family. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. I feel so much lighter, I can't wait to revitalize the mind in line with what we are told. Told is the one truth, no need for more proof. You know exactly what to do. You're a good citizen, join the queue. Pack your bags, you know what we should do. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be thought and worry free as one big family. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Stomping out ideas, reporting on your peers. Support the sovereign's vision, no need for your decision. And so we're finally thought free, and we're feeling proud. Now that we can boldly speak, say thoughts aloud. Blissfully empty, da-da-do-da-day. Bumbling along, even if we've got nothing to say. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be thought and worry free as one big family. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be thought and worry free as one big family. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed.
Prudence dictates, sit back and leave the thinking to us. This is everyone's neighbor Prudence on Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the law. Next up.
More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
Our place set in stone, perfectly whole. Pebbles are clove to head, very low.
Quarry together, standing proud, never a sedimentary crowd. Falling fast, built to last, perfectly fitting the paradigm's cast.
Herald
start rolling away, watching as they go on and on and on, on and on and on and on and on, until they all are gone. Why be a pebble, lost and deep in the sand? Why be a pebble when double and treble the strength is where we stand? Don't be a pebble, kicked and tossed and crushed. Mountains and granite is more they planted, so don't get turned to dust. Keeping watch, looking round the colony's foundation sound, all in line, all refined, fitting together as a sign. Why be a pebble, lost and deep in the sand? Why be a pebble when double or treble the strength is where we stand? Don't be a pebble, kicked and tossed and crushed. Mountains and granite is more how they planned it, so don't get turned to dust. No, don't get turned to dust. No, don't get turned to dust. Now let's admire these commendable comestibles. Every cog requires routine lubrication. Stave off wear and tear with your regular allotment of Moderation Vodka. It's the perfect libation to imbibe in celebration of daily service done well. Moderation Vodka, distilled with zeal. Intriguing items engagingly described. What's up next? The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such reflects his excessively high standards.
It's incredible the things that we have done. How the paradigm is perfect for everyone. Our progress is unmatched. No technological itch left unscratched. Perfection is perfect, is it not? Oh, how we prevail, us above all else who fail. Success is really the only option. I cherish these thoughts of how we truly are the best. Lesser than none and better than all the rest. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful. Perfect plans for perfect people. Perfect cogs and perfect thoughts. Perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful. Perfect plans for perfect people. Perfect cogs and perfect thoughts. Perfectly perfect perfection. incredible, the automechs and us. How they aid us and never make a fuss. Our colony is astounding. Outsiders find it confounding. How our perfection is perfect, is it not? Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfectly perfection.
Gather round the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Attention, attention. Please stand with impeccable posture to show your respect and love for our beloved sovereign as he graces us with yet another inspiring golden bestowment.
As my forebearer, the matriarch embraced science and technology for the betterment of Arcadia. So too have I been studying the potential of the rifts across our skies. I have directed our efforts toward undoing the personal tragedy that befell me, your esteemed sovereign, years ago, and I am pleased to report that we are on the cusp of a breakthrough. Cherished Arcadians, I am well aware of how much my happiness and well-being means to you all. So, as you go about your perfect lives, rejoice in my hopefulness. Good day.
Well, that, as they say, is that. What's next? Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
I could feel my wary little mind start to wander. Things I shouldn't be thinking about, I ponder. That is when I knew I needed a sort of correction, so I heeded the words of my betters. I could be better again with a quick mental refreshment. I have seen my friends and my family address it, so I knew that there was no reason to stress it. Process can remove that crinkle, the feelings that can cause a wrinkle. What I know now, those thinkable thoughts have to go with a quick mental refreshment. Those sentiments I felt were such a burden on me. The weight is better felt by one assigned to oversee. Thinking never made anybody happy, that I believe it's a blessing. He offered such an effortless reprieve. Since that day, my thoughts have never been the danger. The infidelity are no longer strangers. The sadness that was once inside me
has long since gone, and though it tried me, I knew that I could be oh so much better again with the quick mental refreshment. A quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment.
Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
No finer victory beyond the vanquished foe. No greater luxury could any subject know than giving tenderly of body, blood, and bone to Arcadia, our nation's strongest stone. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home, such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. No worldly misery compares to mystery known. Such opportunity for those who would atone. Perishing selflessly, without complaint or groan, for Arcadia, our nation's strongest stone. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home, such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. Defeat duplicity, cut the weeds that grow. In thought or deed, the least seditious tone. Reporting is so neighborly, suspicion rightly sown. This paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home, such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. Our colony, Arcadia, our home.
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented. and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Stand by for further reassuring content.
Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others. Wholesome programming played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Well then, moving on.
Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
without scrutiny. Watch any neighbors talking low.